Hello, this is a Silver 4 Roadhog and Orisa VOD review, and the post on this one said they were just getting steamrolled, so they swapped to Orisa. But we'll go through it. And I've watched the first few fights here. The first thing I notice is that you're kind of just stacking in the middle with your Roadhog. It would be good if you could set up, I mean, even if you have all the time in the world before first fight, to go here, or you can just hold the staircase. Because what's going to happen is they're just kind of going to bulldoze you down the center a few times. And that, like, the Lucio should not be able to, like, gum up here this easily. If you're controlling the side lane, then they're basically just stuck here. Because if even one other person came up here with the Lucio, then you're basically just positionally lost. But you and Reinhardt are just kind of stacking together, and it's pretty easy for them to just spam you guys. And even if you trade, that's good for the attackers on a payload map, so. And I think this is the fight your Ryan just feeds. Yeah, he just feeds. So we'll skip ahead. Now we're Orisa. And there's gonna be a huge ability interaction, which you might be aware of, but we're gonna get that good spear. And yeah, if you don't know, the Fortify blocks CC, so all the time you had to see that coming across the ground, you should have tried to at least hit Fortify, because if you do that, then this team fight goes completely different. So we are getting steamrolled, but Orisa just has that Fortify. That could have totally saved you there. And now, there's going to be a bunch of little things on this next fight that go wrong. Like spraying the ground and standing there for 2 seconds. I know it's a small thing, but the payload meter at the top, it's right in that range where we may not get a second team fight on second. So you should not be wasting time here, spraying the ground and whatever you're doing. And he's low, so we have the advantage, like spear spin in now, we're trying to touch. And we are, but if had we done it sooner, it would be coming back up to use the second time. So just, we were way too slow on that. And we are gonna try and touch. But a small thing, if you're making a decisive play, like you're running down the supports or you're going in to touch, you know you're going to take a lot of damage. So hit that button as soon as possible, because Fortify, it's 50% damage reduction, so if you use it at 200, they have to do 400 damage. But if you use it 100 HP higher, at 300, now they have to do 600. So it's kind of the earlier the better if you know you're making a decisive play, like you are. Because they are going to get us. It's going to be kind of close, but yeah. Just using the Fortify a little late and wasting 2 seconds here, it's just, we are getting steamrolled. But there have been a lot of things we could have done to prevent this, to be honest. Except that one fight Uran fed. So we at least stabilize here. And one thing I got to this point, I wanted to look up and check. So yes, we do have people set up on top. We can honestly hold here. That way we're not just stacking with our tank, letting them spam us out. This is safer than it looks because our supports can see us. Anyone who comes through here is going to get speared into the wall and stunned. You can see both entrances too. So if you honestly can see everything coming at you, if they push hard, you can fortify and fall back, but something like here, you can honestly make the most of this because your team's set up forward. because they're just gonna poke you out again from here, and it's more just stacking with the Reinhardt. So not really. Orisa does have good poke damage, but she's better at close range, to be honest. It's one of those things where the character, like, if you're gonna play this way, a Sigma makes more sense, and you're just playing double barrier hellscape. But they are gonna come through pretty easily. Like, if you're here, you're spear spinning and like spearing people into the wall, and there's just a whole lot of like pincer pressure. But the way this is gonna work, they're all just gonna spam your Reinhardt, and then they're all just gonna spam you. And they really came through like pretty easily. Like, see, Lifeweaver's enjoying all this space, so. Good spear. And that's all fine, really. And we're just helping our Rhine. He's up forward, so we are. And this time they do tree, so we do just want to back straight up. I know I was saying before about the importance of taking a side angle and being more aggressive, but they have the tree, so usually that means your team's gonna run, so you should run. But even so, like, this early fortify is honestly, it's gonna take them a long time to kill you. Even though there's 3 people shooting at you, and they got a tree help. But yeah, that was the one time you want to just straight up run away. But I think our team is going to clutch this, and then there's going to be... Oh yeah, you come out and get a lot of limbs here, so this is good. This is all fine, that's why I'm fast forwarding. And you're up, people, so if you want to just come up here and be a little more aggressive, at least get some ult charge or see if you can sneak in a limb in when you're up, people, it's worth doing. Because we're up 3 people, might as well try. And then fall back as the rest of their team comes in, but you can be where your Hanzo is to start. The other thing you can do, since you hear footsteps up here, well, I'll just wait. And we get healed, but same thing, we're up, people, so we might as well just go here. Who's going to punish us? Absolutely nobody. So, I think even getting a stagger a limb just stops snowballs so much if you can... Or it actually starts, you start snowballing, because then they're stagger dying. Your other option, since now they're coming up here, you can do something like this. You've got the barrier perk, so you're honestly pretty much invincible in a spam fight. If everyone's in front of you, just walk here, barrier, and spam down this corridor. And then that's so much pressure taken away from your team. They only have to worry about front, and they don't have to worry about top anymore, so. Because this is more just like spamming here. Oh yeah, the cast gets it, so yeah. Just clearing out here is so great. Barrier makes you basically invincible. You've got a mini here, so I think this was a mischance. It's more just stacking with your Rhyme, which has been an issue for most of this game. Yeah, and this is just too eager. You want to wait till they actually start to come up, and then take a few steps back. It's another small thing, but if you do it from payload or from here, and you yank people over the payload, your Hanzo just gets to have a field day. you pulled them in a spot where they can easily just kind of corner hide, so a little too soon. But this is where I stopped watching, so we'll see what happens. Alright, I like you coming up just to make sure there wasn't any free limbs. And you might as well drop a barrier down, because when you drop the barrier, the cooldown timer starts. So you can honestly almost always have it up. You might as well just have used one already. Because your Reinhardt's taking a lot of pressure too. Yeah, and they run you down. So yeah, that's why it was best just to do a really, like an early barrier as soon as you see them, and then your next barrier is coming up, and maybe it's different in 6v6, but it's a pretty short cooldown. It's like 7 seconds. Now we're hog again, but yeah. So we'll see what you do on attack. If we're hog again, okay. I don't play that much hog, but I know in 5v5 he's super strong. Or 6v6 he's super strong. I've been playing both modes this season. I just know, I basically just ban hog because he's just a bullet sponge, even in 6v6. But we'll see what we do on Circuit Royale, because he's not great at like taking space, but we'll see if you go left and just, or right here and just get a greedy hook. Okay, that's lucky. And if you want to take a spot where you can farm some hooks, even something like here, because you play really tanky tanks, I would not want to deal with a hog here, because you've got the health pack if you get speared, and you've got all your eating, or your, what is it, inhale, and you're just throwing right clicks. As long as you don't wide peek and take way too much damage, you just running in here causes so many problems. But we'll see if we can win it from main. Nice. Okay, this is all fine. Someone has to push payload, so... I think your Juno has it though if you want to get off it, the payload, and actually go for hooks. And now we're snowballing, so this is basically just... Don't overfeed, they're all backing up together, so just don't feed. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, once I saw like an organized kite from them, I'm thinking, okay, they have to come out the double doors. Just don't wide peek this and get killed like that. So it's better if you just set up here or like set up here. So that's unfortunate. Good pick by your Widow, and you just don't go for a lot of hooks. Like, even something like this, if multiple people look at you, just inhale and run away, but you don't really fish for hooks. You just kind of sit main and see if anyone just walks into you, but Hog, if he's not being like a really greedy, aggressive demon going for his hooks, like if you've ever watched Six, that's the Hog I watch. That's really good. If you're not being a gremlin getting active, trying to go for these hooks, and you're just being super passive, then it's like your team doesn't, you don't bring spam damage to the table like an Orisa. You don't have a barrier like a Sigma. You're kind of just being a fat guy in the middle of nowhere. So that's why I want you to be more aggressive and take some mini flanks. And this isn't really what I'm talking about, because this doesn't really end up anywhere that you couldn't have gotten to by going main, so. Okay, we are stepping up a little though, so this is good. We missed, but now we're actually putting some pressure on them, so this is good. No, you're a 650 HP demon. I want your ass here. Come on, get off the payload. Like, you're really hard to punish. They basically all have to decide we want to kill the Hog and run across main, which is stupid, by the way. That's what they'd have to do to kill you if you were here. So you just need to do it. Come up here, take some space away. He gets the Sigma assist, that's hilarious. And yeah, the other thing about this map, there's really no good spot to use your ultimate. The best you can do is basically just hook one of their tanks and use it. That's the only thing I can think of on this map. Okay. Okay, that's just a messy ult fight, but yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as they cross this line, then you can ult them into the wall, but they, Juno ulted too.
I have the data. The universe is singing to me!
Come on, chase those kills, chase those limbs. If your fat tubby lard ass was up there, the cast might not have gotten that pick either, so. We don't always push advantages, and we don't always take aggressive parts of the map, or kind of two huge things. But they're fully backed up now, so. Yeah, they just bowled us over. Really not much to go over there. And like just here, instead of like wide peeking 4 people at once and taking all that damage, you can walk up here and go for like a sneaky hook on the Juno or something. That's an option. That's way better than just, if you are gonna be here, you need to be really disciplined on how wide you peek this corner, because you've got a shotgun, so you can just peek out shotgun, and wear people down that way. If you just stand here and do your best bullet sponge impression, then you're gonna die. So it's just sort of really bad trades. But there hasn't been much, you've just been getting bowled over the past few fights.
No one can hide from my sight.
Good shots, those were good body shots. Remember what I said about wide peeking. I know you're going for a hook, but you gotta respect the fact there's 3 people shooting at you. And one of them's an Orisa who can spear you into a wall once you come up here. So we're just really, really like not doing the aggression right. If we can be working this side, or we just need to kind of stay payload and right click and choose our moment, because we're bullet sponging again against so many people. And luckily, I don't think Orisa had spear, but if she had spear throw, you're getting knocked out of that Eid and dying instantly. At least we have a chance now, because she didn't have spear throw. Oh, we are gonna die though. Yeah, so there was a lot of things about victory. Oh, well, I went into third person, but yeah, there was just issues where you're either bullet sponging or stacking with your tank, not taking the sort of side routes and controlling them. Circuit attack is hard for Hog, but on defense we just made up tons of like ability errors that got us snowballed, so we basically had to have a great attack at that point, which is hard on Hog Circuit. But I hope those tips help. Good luck.